4 minutes or so away from kickoff, there are a lot of empty seats around the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They may well still be on their way in, they may be in the concourses, they may be filing in over the next 4 minutes or so, but there certainly isn't much of a pre-match atmosphere around the place. A return for Anthony Elanga, Danilo comes back in as well, and Harry Toffolo gets a first Premier League start of the season. They're midway inside Spurs territory, backwards for Danilo, and now Anderson feeds it through to Gibbs-White, who's on the turn and shooting, and turn wide on the parry by the goalkeeper Vicario. So quick on the turn, ball fizzed into him. Beautiful pass forward by Elliot Anderson, and Gibbs-White so quickly on the turn, looking up, going for the bottom corner, and Vicario turns it away for the corner.
Yeah, good save, great ball in from Anderson to Gibbs-White, swivels, gets the shot on target.
And it's Anthony Elanga to take from the right-hand side. It'll be a right-footed, out-swinging corner. 0-0 the score. In it goes near post. Doesn't beat the first man, but it's a glancing header. And Anderson drives! And Forrester in front. Deflected on its way through, but Forest have got the lead 4 minutes in. It wasn't a convincing corner from Elanga, but the header away from the near post was even less convincing. And it fell to Anderson on the edge of the penalty area, and Elliot Anderson bangs it in. And inside 5 minutes, via a deflection, Forest are ahead at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Good night to take the lead, good night to go in front, and Forest have done exactly that. It's Spurs 0, Forest 1, and it's Elliot Anderson's second goal of the season.
Brilliant strike from Elliot Anderson there. Ball ricochets to him on the edge of the box, strikes through it, asks questions of the goalkeeper. He couldn't answer. 1-0 Nottingham Forest.
Ran into Pape Sarr, but Forest have still got it, pinging it around midfield. Anderson now for Elanga. Dominguez was involved in that as well. Now Toffolo infield to Anderson, who crosses, and Chris is in behind. Yes! And it's 2!
Gets it.
Chris Wood scores. It's 2-0 Forest. It's a lovely ball in again from Elliot Anderson. And both Gibbs-White and Chris Wood were in behind the Spurs defence. They're not even appealing for offside. And Wood, with all the time in the world to almost tap it home, he brought it under control and tucked it wide of the goalkeeper. The referee seems to be saying to the Spurs players, yeah, we will have a look at that, and I'm not surprised because he was in all sorts of space. He's going to be offside. Yeah, he has gone just slightly too soon. I think that's going to be offside. I think Chris Wood's arm is just in front of the defenders, and indeed it is working, and it has been ruled out. 10 yards outside the penalty area, as Murillo rolls it down the left-hand side for Elanga, wide left position, back onto his right foot, crossing now towards Wood. That's in! That one will count! Chris Wood with a header, rose above the goalkeeper Vicario from Elanga's cross, and Forest are 2-0 ahead, and Chris Wood does have his first goal since February. He moves on to 19 for the season, and it's Spurs 0, Forest 2. Murillo with the clever free kick, rolling it down the left-hand side. Elanga turned onto his right foot and crossed right onto the head of Chris Wood, who jumped in front of Vicario and deftly sent it into the Spurs net. It's 2-0 to Forest, and this time Chris Wood is onside. It will count. It's 2-0. What a start. 17 minutes played.
17 minutes in, Colin. 2-0 up.
By VAR. That was fractional, to say the least. Here's Bentancur down the left-hand side, and here's Matthijs Tel now. Rolls it back infield for Odobert to curl one, and Matt Sells goes down low to his left and makes no mistake to turn it around for a corner.
Brilliant save from Sells, but like you said there, Colin, Tel keeps cutting inside and causing a little bit of problems, so we can nullify that throughout the game. As he's cutting inside.
Again to Matthijs Tel, just 19 years of age, but a real danger in the early stages. Now Kulusevski curls one from 20 yards or so and straight into the arms of goalkeeper Matt Sells. It remains 2-0. So he rolls it back infield to Porro. Porro is a couple of yards outside the box, back to Odobert inside the box, flashes over the cross, and there's no takers again through the 6-yard box, and two Spurs players collide with a post. Richarlison was up, and I think that's Pape Sarr in there as well, both desperately trying to jump to get on the end of it. Richarlison even put his hand up to try and punch it in, I think, and that didn't even make contact. Danso runs infield, 30 yards out, into the penalty area. Sarr's touch.
Great defending.
Yeah, it was Milenkovic who was shoulder to shoulder with him. Sarr went down, his touch was quite heavy. Sarr back to Sells, Richarlison closes him down, Sells clears. He's looking for Gibbs-White, who gets up with Ben Davis, and the ball breaks for Wood, who's knocked it back through for Gibbs-White. He takes it early, but wide. Off the outside of his left boot. From the edge of the penalty area, Morgan Gibbs-White. It's a lovely cushioned volleyed ball back to him by Chris Wood after Gibbs-White had won the first header, and Gibbs-White knew he had to take it early, sort of half volley with his left foot, but cleared, but knocked well wide of the top. 17 minutes into the second half. Right-footed, near post, header.
What a
brilliant
block.
Clearance from Harry Toffolo.
Toff's brilliant, brother.
Scissor kick off his line.
Here we go.
From Toffolo, and now Hudson-Odoi breaks. Forest get themselves a free kick 15 yards inside the Spurs half. That was magnificent from Harry Toffolo, who scissor kicks facing his own goal and clears off the line. Superb from Toffolo. First start of the season, remember, in the Premier League, and he's just saved a certain goal. Here's Porro. He's played it in behind Kulusevski, hammered away,
Sells.
And then
Brilliant
save from Matt Sells off a horrible ricochet as Nico Williams cleared it. He hammered it straight into another player, and it ricocheted straight off for Richarlison, and out very quickly came Matt Sells to brilliantly save from the Brazilian and injure himself in the process. He was really fortunate to get the chance in the first place. Williams' clearance straight into the back of Yates. Solanke laid it off for Sarr. He now leaves it for Porro. Porro with the cross looking for Richarlison. Magnificent save from Matt Sells. Richarlison's header, and Sells brilliantly reacting down low to his right, stuck his right hand out and clawed it off his line. Superb from Matt Sells yet again. Richarlison denied again. Look at the space. Now outside for Porro, right hand side. His cross, and this time Richarlison has headed it in. At last, Spurs find the goal from across from a wide position. They have threatened it all night long, and with 4 minutes to go, Richarlison finally beats Matt Sells and gets Spurs on the board. Spurs 1, Forest 2, with 4 minutes to go. It's Richarlison's header from the cross from the right-hand side. That's it! Forest return to third place in the Premier League with 5 games to go. They've won here at Tottenham Hotspur for the first time since their return to the Premier League. 2 early goals are enough to sort it. Chris Wood and Elliot Anderson got Forest the perfect start.